Hey everybody, how's it going? Today is September 11th, 2025. It's a Thursday. You know what that means? Monster Strike news. And without further ado, let's get going because we have a lot to go over today. First, just a reminder from the version upgrade, there will be a rundown video tomorrow, so you can look forward to that. But one of these important things that they highlighted from the version upgrade was the fact that the paid packs were refreshed. And of course, this is what gets the money, so not a bad idea to remind people that you can spend money again. Because if you paid for these packs before, you could normally only buy one, but now that it's refreshed, you can do it again and give them more money. Also notable is the starter pack has refreshed the pool of 10 monsters that you can get 3 out of. So if any of those are interesting to you, do consider paying up and pay for those packs. Up to you. Also, a notable buy is the discounted login stamp premium. This will get you an additional orb upon login. You always get 1 orb on login. This will get you 2 per day for 30 days. You will get a total of 30 orbs for a low price of 480 yen. Normally it's 1,000 yen, so it's more than 50% off. Feel like a salesperson there. Not affiliated with Mixi, by the way. But if you do buy orbs, I do think this is a pretty decent deal. So the only downside is it's not at once. It's over a course of a month. But in terms of orbs per yen, pretty good, I think. So consider it if you do normally open up your wallet for the game. And of course, the last important thing to go over is that the See Them Pay gacha is ending. Round 3 is about to run out. You must pull the gacha by 23:59 11:59 p.m. Japan time to make the gacha pull, and then you have another 12 hours to decide do you want to pay for it. So make sure you at least pull on it. It's free to pull. It's up to you to decide if you want to pay for it or not. And of course, this means we get a hint for what the next gacha is, which will start at noon. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. I swear I feel much better. On the 12th of noon is when the next gacha starts, and the theme for that one is, drumroll, 1. Guaranteed New Year's Choju Shinsai limited monster. So any monster that debuted on a New Year's gacha will be in the pool for a guaranteed monster at the end. Now, if it's a recent one, great. A lot of the recent monsters are obviously very strong. Highly recommend, 10 out of 10. But the problem is there's a lot of old ones, right? Like the two that pops out in my mind is Kamui and Bina. They're a little not so great, but they do still have the distinction of being Choju Shinsai limited monster from the New Year's. So we'll see. But remember, you are always free to pull on this. Pull, then pay. So make that pull and then decide, do you want to pay up the 50 orbs or not? So up to you to decide. That will happen at noon, September 12th, like I said. And then what's next is the collab announcement. Yes, the event is ending, and of course we can't go by a month without a collab. And this is a collab that we have not seen in over 8 years. You heard me right, 8 years. It's going to be the Monogatari series. And in fact, the first time we got the Monogatari series, it wasn't even a full collab. It was like a side bonus that you got on other gachas. I forget if it was like the Choju Shinsai or Gekeju Shinsai, possibly both, because I think it ran for like a month or something. Because the only way you could get the gacha characters was every 10 pull you did, you would get one bonus pull, and that bonus pull could have been one of 2 characters, which kind of So I think people who loved the Monogatari series was a little kind of sad that it wasn't a full-fledged collab. This time it is a full-fledged collab, so congratulations. And let's take a look at the characters. I went ahead of myself. Yeah, it's been 8 years there. The collab will last until September 30th, 2359. All right, so let's take a look at the gacha characters. The first gacha character is Senjogahara Hitagi here in the Dark Element. She is our first gacha character. She is a Pierce Demi-Hume balance type with Super Anti-Gravity, Super Anti-Damage Wall, Demi-Hume Samurai Killer M, and Super Laser Stop M. She also gets Anti-Warp, Anti-Magic Circle, and Mob Killer on her gauge. Remember, Mob Killer does extra damage to characters that are not the boss. Strike Shot. For a set amount of turns, reveal all hit enemies and weak points, and then deal big damage when she hits those weak points. She'll also put up a speed up wall on all hit walls. Her bomb combo is the powerful Energy Pod and Power Field. So that's our first gacha monster. And then the second one is Oshino Shinobu. Shinobu was part of Volume 1 as well. So she gets a new form for her second, for the Volume 2 of this gacha. And she is a Shinobu. Sorry, not, she is Shinobu. But what's interesting is her class. It's the Kai class, which I believe is a special thing in the Monogatari series. And doing a quick Google search, I think the best translation is oddity, but it is a specific class to Shinobu here. So that was the one thing back then I remember clearly, because it was like you couldn't use the berries that you wanted on her because she was a unique class, right? I don't think anybody else has the Kai on them. Maybe some of the drop monsters could have, I don't know, but yeah, it's a unique class for sure. Super Anti-Gravity Barrier, Anti-Warp, Anti-Transport Wall, and Attack Turn Killer. Remember, that gives the bonus if that monster is going to attack on the next turn. On the gauge, Super Anti-Speed Down Wall, Energy Drain, and Strike Shot Turn Reducer. Strike Shot for her is Grand Command, which of course means whatever direction you point, all friendly units also move in that direction immediately without having to touch them at all. She will also reduce the attack damage of hit enemies and increases friendly power for a set amount of turns. Bump combo is Speed Bump Combo Up, and she will also have Rapid Bomb Throw. So this looks pretty strong for her, and we'll see where she can shine in the world of Monster Shrine. And our last monster here is Hanekawa Tsubasa. She is our water monster for this gacha, and she is a Pierce Demi-Hume Speed with Super Anti-Warp, Super Mind, Super M, Counter Killer M, Fire Element Resist. On the gauge, we've got Anti-Speed Down Panel and Bestow Flight. Strike Shot Speed and Power Up, and will increase the speed of touch friendlies for set amount of turns and reduce their strike shots by some amount of turns as well. Bump combo is Plasma Shot and Fellow Triangle Bomb. And so those are our three gacha characters. We of course have some 4-5 stars waiting in the gacha for you, and that will be Kambaru Suruga in the fire element and Hachikuji Mayoi in the wood element. And Hachikuji, I believe you were able to collect, was it login or through the friend gacha in volume 1? So she is a familiar face, getting a little bit of a glow up here. Unfortunately still at a 4 or 5 star level. Now of course, just like how it worked the first time, is that every 10 pulls comes with a bonus. You know what that means? There will not be a separate gacha for the Volume 1 monsters, because that is not how it worked the first time at all. It'll work the same exact way, where every 10 pull you do on the collab gacha, that's only the collab gacha this time, every 10 pull you do on that gacha, you have a chance to get either Hitagi in the fire element or Shinobu in her volume 1 form here. Now I believe, as is always the case, you're not going to be able to mix and match these two forms with their new forms, so please be careful about that. But this is also just a chance. There's no guarantee you're going to get them, and who knows what the rates are to actually get them. I do not remember how bad it was back in the day, so I'm sure somebody will be able to figure that out this time, because yeah, this is rough. You're only going to get one chance every 10 pulls for either of these characters, so good luck if these two characters are someone you want. Now, unfortunately, they did not announce any buffs for these old characters, so they are pretty left behind in terms of kits. And seems like this is a trend nowadays. They just do not want to buff old characters anymore, so kind of sad to see. Would have liked to see them get some a modern love, especially since it has been 8 years since they've been around, which does mean that they're not a character to actually chase for, so it's just a nice to have, I think, at this point. Collab paid pack, of course, we're gonna have one. This time we have the Fire Sisters here as our paid pack monster. They are a Pierce Demi-Human Speed type monster with super anti-gravity and gravity barrier, anti-speed down wall, null and wood element resist, and with on the gauge sheet they have anti-block and inner strength. Strike shot, spend HP and will reduce the strike shot of touched enemies. Spending the HP will increase their power, I'm sure. And she will also nullify damage walls, gravity barriers, warps, and mines, which actually, yeah, that's 3 of them that actually is useful. Now, of course, the downside is that the strike shot does take 20 turns to charge up, so you're probably not taking them to a damage wall mine heavy stage because, well, you're not going to be able to do anything. So, anyways, her bump combo, high plasma, and super power drive. As probably the case, they'll be okay, nice to have. You love the series, go buy it. Don't love the series, don't worry about it. Is usually the assessment for these paid pack monsters. I think the notable exception is from what was it? Idol? No, that's the song, right? It's not coming to me. I'm sure it'll come in the middle of the news, but right? Idol was the name of the song, though, right? Anyways, paid pack's only 1,000 yen, so that's why if you like it, go for it. If you don't like it, don't worry about it. It's not that big of a deal. And if you're worried and you're you don't want to get with your pants down, go for it. It's not gonna hurt that much. Let's take a look at the event monsters. We got Kagenui Yozuru here in the fire. We've got Gaen Izuko in the water. We also have Ono no Yotsugi in the wood element. And then our 4 or 5-star event monsters are Teori, Tadatsuru, and Kaiki Deishu in light and dark, respectively. And that is the summary of the collab stages for now. We'll get a few more in a bit. But, I do remember the fonts for this, so it looks pretty awesome. Alright, here is the Volume 1 quest, so if you did miss out on them on the first time, which I think a lot of you may have, because again, it's been 8 years since these, and I actually don't know if I finished them back then too. That would be actually a good thing to double check on. But if you have not finished them, you can go back in and probably wreck the stages with how OP the monsters are now. But you can play them and max select those characters from the library. And of course, we're going to have a Cho Kyukyoku quest, and this time it will be... Actually, we're going to get a reprisal. It is Sengoku Nadeko once again. You see her in the library. You're going to see her as a Cho Kyukyoku event in Volume 2. She will have her first quest drop on the 15th, so it'll be a few days before you can play that. That'll be just before I head out to Japan, so that's, I guess, good timing there. And this is actually a one and done quest, because when you complete her quest, you will unlock a alternate evolution to the Nadeko you can get in the library from Volume 1. If you already have her in her box, then maybe you're already done, but maybe you just want to farm another one, because it's good to have 2 forms here. I'm sure the alt Evo form here is going to be a better skill set, because there's no way they can just leave her in the 8-year-old version of her back then. So to farm up the luck for this character, you will have to go into the library to do that. Switching forms is free, but I doubt you'd want to do that. And of course, it wouldn't be a collab without some missions. We got the Kai Monogatari missions here. We got 5 different characters, and I assume they have some kind of spirit animal associated with them. Kai, I guess, if that is saying oddity, then maybe I don't know, connection to their powers, maybe, right? Because Nadeko definitely is a... anyways, never mind. 5 categories, 5 missions each. They will be available when the collab starts and a few days after it ends, which gives you some time to catch up with some bells and stuff if you missed out on that. The mission reward monster that you get for completing these missions will be Araragi Koyomi here in the Dark Element. He will be your reward monster here. And how do you get him? Well, simple. Every mission that you complete will give you 4 copies of him. You will need to complete all missions to get him to max luck. You will note that each section is broken up by a character in the game. You will get their respective good job stamp and alternate strike shot voice when you complete all 5 missions in that set. Missions, pretty simple here. They were out available already. Go ahead and check these out. I will try to post these in the YouTube community post area. If you have not seen that already in the past, go keep your eyes out for that. But they will also be available on Twitter/X as a pinned post, and of course in the Discord channel there is a dedicated channel for translated missions. Go check it out there. So if you want to look at this more, make sure you pause this video, take a screenshot and enjoy it like that, or again just wait until the post gets up. If you have any questions about that, do let me know. And everything I think is pretty darn straightforward, so don't worry about it. I think you have to complete it in, I don't know, it didn't really say you had to complete it in order, and there really is no set order here, so we'll have to see. Anyways, here are your missions. Please do not miss out on them. And of course, as is the case with all collabs, the pay pack monster and the mission monster that you earn from the collab will be treated as max luck for the duration of the collab. Once the collab ends, they'll go back to their normal luck, so make sure you do finish max lucking the mission monster to make sure he stays as max luck after the collab ends. Here's your luck login bonus. You will get a copy of what was it? Araragi, sorry. On day 1. So I guess you'll have 101 copies when all said and done. Day 2 and 4 are Tokudamas for the collab, and day 3 is I think that's Shinobu, right? Good job stamps. So don't miss out on that. Oh yeah, that's right. Hachikuji Mayoi, the volume 1 version of her, right? You could have collected her. Was it really through medals in the past? I don't even remember at all. But if you want to get her original version there, you can exchange for her in the medal exchange shop as well. So if you missed out on that the first time, then don't be afraid to do that this time, as long as you have some stones and medals handy. I melted so much for the mausoleum. I am at this point, I'm pretty content with just getting the 3 battle clears. So yeah, I don't know, it's a lot of effort and pain to get the full 6 on everything. So there are a few where I am still just struggling to even make a party, which kind of sucks. Anyway, yeah, if you want Mayoi, go to the metal exchange store. Jushinka Kai, we have 2 this week. First, let's talk about Aesop here in the water element. Balanced Demi-Hume Super Balance with Super Anti-Wind, Anti-Speed Down Panel, and Dash. Connect skill gets you Warp, Mind Super M in the Super variety, and Bump Combo Boost. Requirements there are 2 or more non-balanced types or 2 or more Pierce types in your team. Strike Shot, Speed Power Up, and fires homing missiles after done moving. Bump Combo is a Chozatsu Expanding Bomb and Chozatsu Poison Flare. Next up, we got Olsen here, and I think Olsen's art looks really nice, so that's really nice to see. For him, we've got a Pierce Samurai Super Speed with Super Anti-Warp, Anti-Magic Circle, Anti-Speed Down Panel, and Bump Combo Boost. Connect skill is Super Anti-Speed Down Wall and Strike Shot Turn Charge. For him, 2 or more non-Samurai or non-Speed types are necessary to unlock those bonuses, which I think is pretty good. Strike Shot Speed Power Up, and he does retain his old Strike Shot, which was pretty unique, where he powers up additionally on each warp he touches. So that's definitely a cool Strike Shot to see. See if you can take advantage of that with his bump combo of the 3-way follow-up Piercing Shot and the Chozatsu Tribe Pulse. And I'm gonna skip that because I accidentally left the slide in, and that's it. Here is a look at the calendar. Yeah, obviously the big one is the collab. Other than that, I don't think there's anything to call out specifically, so we won't. We'll go on from there. Next week's news is at the same time as usual, and let me warn you that there's a chance that this will be a little bit delayed, I think. And I usually time out my trips at the same-ish times all the time, so I will almost certainly be on the train to my hotel when news happens. So unless like the customs is really fast, so you will probably see this a little bit late. I might be hungry, I might be exhausted, but eventually you should see it sometime if you're in the States in your morning. You should be able to see it eventually. I wouldn't expect too much, maybe the next Chokyu Kyoku for the collab, but we'll have to see. Lucky monsters, hopefully you have at least 3 here to maximize. I had to actually farm for Kushinada 0 last week, or this week, because I did not have enough lucky monsters. It's been a while since that's happened. Probably because of that darn Apostolos, because I dislike the seas so much that I just get sick of it. So anyway, sorry, that's it. We're good. Okay, so let me know if you're excited for the Monogatari series in the comments below. And of course, let me give it a shout to Sky Lucas, who actually did sign up to be a member. He has a cool little pineapple icon next to him. Thank you so much for joining. I mean, I wish I could promise you more, but I just know I barely can even promise content for you guys. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. And if you are interested in just chipping in, that's fine. I don't need it by any means, but it is cool to see people willing to do something for that. So again, thank you Sky Lucas so much for that. Yeah, all I ask from you guys otherwise is just like, subscribe, and give a comment here and there. Monst on Twitter/X to get all of these slides for you at any time you want. And of course the Discord channel, there is a big server there with a lot of folks who love the game and speak English, so you can talk with them at any time you want. That's it for me today. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye bye.